Alright everyone, let's talk about the pistol squat. So when you do the pistol squat, just set up for it in this way every single time and you'll be fine. I want you guys to keep the foot flat at all times. Then I want you to extend your arms out in front of you. This just helps keep your balance, serve as a mild counterbalance, and to make your exercise form nice and clean. With your non-weight bearing leg, keep it extended straight and then just barely hover it off the ground. During the exercise, do your best to actively push your knee over your toes as much as you can. This will just result in a much cleaner looking pistol squat with a more vertical back position. As I come out of the hole from the bottom position, I like to actively push through the midfoot to generate the most power, keep my balance, and then have the best looking pistol squat. Let's have a chat about foot position. So this is your base, this is your grounding, this is your base of support. Super important for getting multiple reps, maintaining balance, and then mostly feeling comfortable when you're doing your pistol squats. I like to curl my toes into the floor, so picture my toes are like a claw and I'm trying to draw them in as much as I can into the ground. This helps with grip and this helps with stability. Also want you guys to notice what's happening at my midfoot. You can see I'm creating a nice arch in my midfoot. This, once again, helps with the stability and just keeping you in a really nice grounded position. Let's go up to the next joint. We're looking at the knee position. I want you guys to have your knee tracking over the middle of your foot. I want you to resist the movement of your knee to go inwards. Now, if you've seen the form for the pistol squat and you're still wondering why you can't do it properly, if you've got tightness in your ankles and you notice that you just can't drive that knee forward, or if you look at your form and your lower back is just really rounding over, even before you hit a 90-degree position, it's most likely that you need to make some changes to make the exercise possible. What I recommend doing is simply elevating the heel. This gives you some artificial ankle range of motion, and what you'll see is it'll be so much easier for you to get your knee further forward, have a more upright back position, and it'll be heaps easier for you to drive through your midfoot during the exercise. Simply elevate your heel on anything, just use a small weight plate, books, anything that you can find in your immediate environment. Just find something close by, you can make it work. The other area that people tend to struggle with is keeping the hovering leg straight. This is often because of a lack of hip flexor strength or quad strength to keep that leg elevated during the set. So all you need to do here, guys, as a momentary workaround for this weakness is to do some elevated pistol squats. With this elevation, it allows you to leave that hovering leg slightly lower, which means that you'll have a bit more breathing room to do your pistol squats. Over time, as you get stronger and more confident, you really have to actively try and flex that lifted leg as high as you can, and eventually you'll notice that you're keeping it above ground level. When you get to this stage, you can ditch the elevation and then work them on the ground. Now let's have a chat about using added weight and when and why it's useful. So adding weight to an exercise is great, especially for beginners, because the weight actually serves as even more of a counterbalance, because if the weight is held in front of you, your center of mass is pushed further forward, in line and over your base of support, making it easier for you to go up and down. Having the weight actually makes it easier for the front of your shins, your tib ants, to activate and keep your knee forward over your toes. This way you can actually get in a good position and maintain a good position more easily and without even having to consciously think about it, because the weight forces your body to do it. In terms of form breakdown with the pistol squat, the most common thing that happens is inward travel of the knee, or knee valgus. This is a sign of weakness in the hips and the quads and poor control in the pistol squat. So if you find that your knee is traveling inward past the midline of your toes, either on the way down or the way up, this is where you've got to reflect on Am I doing an exercise that's too hard for me? What adjustments do I need to make? And you should definitely scale it back. Closely related to that valgus knee is the foot collapse or pronation of the foot. This is our base of support, as we spoke about before. If this is collapsing, getting floppy, going all over the place, how good do you think our force transfer will be? Not going to be great. So you've got to make sure that you've got that good base of support, nice arch, and don't let that foot collapse. The last error people make is lifting the heel when they get to the bottom of the squat. If this is happening to you, you need to focus on your technique, work on your mobility, or elevate your heel.